If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room, it's Stewart. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do all.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Winfield. Makes the grab, it's Harbor. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll toss it to the left. Without that defense getting back there, he'll lose a couple.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
It'll be a draw. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams.
first snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Stewart. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Back to throw, it's Winfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. Got to
breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Find space on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a little space. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll take a shot. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate ball
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hugo. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're going to run it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the ball's out there after it. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, finds his man, it's Hunter. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? That's caught. It's Harbor. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That last completion sets him up on second down. To the air. It's Winfield. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Time to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Harbor. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch?
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
He makes a catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no...
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Has to get there to move the sticks. Turning it on. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at at the 36.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the draw. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Udo. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Sun Devils. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Udo. just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.